It's so funny to me how unintentionally ironic it is that Trump is threatening to withhold federal funding and or send in the National Guard or military to New York City if Mamdani wins, which he did win, but he said this before the election. You know, another wildly illegal thing that he's doing, but I guess we don't care about that anymore. But it's ironic because this is America's playbook when they see socialism working in other countries, right? That's what we send in our military. We stop trading with those places. We sanction them. We interfere with their elections. We destabilize and overthrow whole regimes and then install our own leaders who will serve our best interest instead of the people who they're governing, right? Because if you let the people decide what they want, they're going to pick socialism, social, and communism, like community, because it focuses on everyone's needs, not just the needs of the richest people, which is what capitalism focuses on. And so capitalists and the billionaire elite class send all this money to destabilizing and breaking socialism in other places so that they can say, see, look, it doesn't work. It never works. Socialism fails everywhere. And it's like in practice, when you actually get to implement those things, they work. They make things more affordable. They make it so there's less homeless and starving people in your countries. But America doesn't let that happen. They still want you to think after 50 years of capitalist propaganda that socialism and communism are all scary. And it's like, no, most people are actually fine with that. You know, it's funny. I see headlines about Mamdani and the conservative outlets and the, left-leaning outlets are both referring to him as a communist or a socialist. Like one side's literally saying it's fine. The other side is saying, ooh, Red Scare. We've literally done this so many times in history. There's like whole Wikipedia pages on it. But we did it to Cuba, Chile, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Iran, Greece, Vietnam, South Korea. We can't keep our paws off of socialist regimes. And I see all these comments that are like, well, come back to me in a year and we'll see what your socialist utopia looks like. And it's like, I know that if Mamdani can just do what he wants to do without interference, this shit's gonna work, right? He's got a plan to pay for everything he wants to pay for in New York City, which is mostly by taking wealth from the rich people who take advantage of everyone else in the city. But there's also a very real likely chance, knowing the billionaire elites' obsession with getting involved in socialist regimes to make them fail, that they're going to get involved. Maybe Trump's going to withhold federal funding. Maybe billionaires are going to otherwise use their wealth to sabotage his ability to govern, just like they tried to do in the election, but they finally fucking failed for once. They're going to come back and say, see, socialism doesn't work. We can't do it anymore. That's their playbook. That's what they do.